My name's J.D. Pass. I am a father, a husband, and owner of The Vault. Well, I was raised in the Western lifestyle world. I was born and raised in Oklahoma. My whole family were cowboys and ranchers, and they took care of business. My dad rodeoed, my uncles rodeoed, my cousin rodeoed. Everybody in the world, I guess when I was little, I got pictures of me, but my babysitter was a horse named Sparkplug. Well, competing for a world championship is unlike any other. You know, whether you get a chance to go to the big arena with all the lights and all the best in the world, or just doing it in a Saturday night event somewhere else, if you're competitive, it is all about the same. You push yourself every time you're in that arena to be the best you can be, to be the person that you want to be, which it puts you on top and gives you that edge to win. And so whether it's in either arena that you're in, whether you're in the collector car world or whether you're in the cowboy world, you're pushing yourself to be the best you can be. And so at the end of the day, I think that if you're, to answer your question, what's it like to compete in a world champion arena, it's just a lot hotter lights and a lot more people looking at you. Pressure is what you put on yourself. You know, if you put that pressure on yourself in everything you do every day to be the best, it becomes commonplace and you can function in it. You know, you see a lot of people that they try to skip certain points of discipline to get there, and you see the weak spots when they get into that under the lights and in the big crowds, because there's something, they fall apart. They don't perform well. Well, cowboys and auctions pretty well all go together, because I was in the livestock world, and the auctioneer and dealing in livestock is something that is pretty commonplace, going to the sale barn on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, whenever they're having a local cow sale, to buy and trade livestock. And when I was young, I was trading livestock, had an old milk cow, and I was 6 years old, and I didn't like the milk cow. I didn't like milking cows in the morning. My mom used to make me milk a milk cow every morning. But I needed a set of shaps and spurs, so I went to the local auctioneer's place to trade my cow, because he had some shaps and spurs so I could go to the 4-H show. Well, he traded with me. I went to his house. He had a big old white pipe fence and a big old circle driveway with goldfish pond in the front of it. And I thought he was the richest man on the planet. And I wanted to be like him. So I started saying rubber baby buggy bumpers. Went to auction at Worldwide Auctioneer School. Come back, Ardmore Livestock Auction. One of my best friend's dads owned it, Dickie Kane. He wrote down a few phrases for me to start my chant, and I became an auctioneer and started selling the sale barns. Car guy kind of came by. I was working in the oil field industry and the heavy construction equipment and farm machinery as an auctioneer. And one of the auctioneers that owned the oil field equipment company, oil field auction company, hired me. And his brother was in the collector car business, Dean Cruz. And I got a call one day and said, hey, we wanted to visit with you about collector cars. Can you come meet us in Tulsa, Oklahoma at Mr. Jimmy Leake's auction in Tulsa? And this was in 1988. And I said, absolutely, I'd love to be there. And so we showed up. He had me a bunch of tuxedos. Instead of me wearing a cowboy hat, I'd wear a fancy little cummerbund and a bow tie and a black suit. It looked like I was going to a wedding, and I was an auctioneer. And I found out that I had a passion for the cars because there was a lot of memories. I had an old truck. Hell, when I was growing up, that's all I had was old cars and trucks. So it kind of even brought memories of some of the stuff coming across the ramp that attracted me to it. And the fact that I was able to expand my craft, so to speak, as an auctioneer into another world attracted me, not only for a monetary reason, but it was because I was dealing with a whole different class of people. But my wife kind of laughs at me and gets mad at me all the time because she says I take my hobbies and make them business. But as a businessman and as a guy that has a hobby like this, or a sickness if you'd like to call it, whether it's horses or cows or cars or collectibles of any kind, you start putting a lot of money into these things, and you start trying to figure out how to make them work for you, unless you're just independently wealthy and riding around in the world in yachts, which is not me. So I always try to figure out how to support my hobby and not take away from my family's money to support my hobby. And therefore, I had to start a business, and the business therefore turned into a place where instead of me storing cars and keeping cars for myself, I had to create an opportunity for other people to participate so I could enjoy my hobby more. As economics turn, lifestyles changed, demands on my family and going to college and all those stuff caused me to have to, figure out how to take some of my assets, turn them to cash. Well, I was an auctioneer, so why not expand that into a lifestyle that all my friends were already enjoying in the collector car world? So I created the Vault. I bought a building. As you can see, it's all concrete, and now we have a full business with full-time employees and full media, and we're doing a really good job at what we're doing. Well, as you can see, the Vault is full of concrete. One day I was coming home, I bought this building, and it was really just going to be my private little space for my enjoyment. And I told my wife one day when I was coming down here, because it has concrete ceilings, concrete walls, concrete floor, I'm going down to the Vault, and it just stuck. It hit me. That's how I come across the name The Vault. Success when I was younger used to look like a thick wallet, but it didn't take long for me to figure out that a thick wallet didn't necessarily make you successful or happy. Just being able to have good friends, have good people around me, whether it's in the Western lifestyle world or the collector car lifestyle world, there's a lot of good people. And when you do that, it's a family. So I'm fortunate enough to have families in both arenas. I compete in both arenas, I guess. The cowboy world and the Western lifestyle in one hand, and then the collector car world in the other. And when I get to travel to those events, the camaraderie of the people around them and the people I've known for years, it's just something that's very rewarding. I think that, this whole thing is about my lifestyle on both sides, whether it's the cowboy, the guy under the hat, or whether it's the cars and the cowboy in his cars. And so what I think sets me apart is I'm pretty transparent and straightforward. And in the rodeo arena, you have to lay it all out on the line. You got to go get her done. You can't leave any stone untold. If you have to really push yourself to provide all the things it takes to be a winner in the rodeo arena. Here we do the same thing. We push very hard every day to provide customer service and consumer confidence in a world that's now moving steadily to an online world where most of our clients are globally. And so we try to do from A to Z. We don't skip all the letters in the middle of the alphabet to deliver a car. We show them the car, we visit with them about the car, we dedicate history to the car. We do everything that we possibly can do to create an experience that is noteworthy for the man on the other end of the line, whether he's in the Czech Republic, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, or right here in the good old USA. How do you compete in the rodeo arena and you compete in the auction arena. And the auction arena is very competitive, just like the rodeo world is. We get there at the arena in the rodeo world, people will help you, but they're also there to beat you. In the collector car world, you show up the auction arena, they're going to give you their advice on the car, but they may outbid you. You know, it's a competitive process to know what you're buying, know what you're doing, and you got to do your homework in the collector car world arena just like you have to put in your time in the rodeo arena to be successful in either one of them. Another thing I like about both arenas is that the camaraderie, the family unit. I feel, and I'm very fortunate, that I have a wonderful family both in the Western lifestyle arena and in the collector car arena. I can travel anywhere in the world pretty much in the last 30 years, and I've met so many people, gracious people on both sides of that fence, that I can stop and eat lunch with them, visit with them, and feel like I'm part of their, family, or vice versa, they're part of my family. It's just a wonderful camaraderie. You get to show up, you relax, you meet friends that you hadn't seen for a long time. It's like a big family reunion you get to go to on either side. You know, it's just one eats at a white tablecloth dinner, and we might be eating at a Denny's for breakfast in the morning in the cowboy world. So we might be eating the Grand Slam, and then we'll be having a steak dinner that night. And that might be about the only difference when it comes to that, because the cowboys are usually on the move and going to another rodeo, where the collector car world, you know, they're more laid back, they do their job, and then they go back and enjoy the fruits of their labor that next day. Well, who knows what the future holds? Right now we've got a lot on our plate. The vault is relatively new, but we are rapidly growing. We have monumental opportunities in front of us. There's collections, there's different opportunities. As our business evolves, they just bring more opportunities for us. So who knows what path we take, but right now we're going to really hone our craft on what we're doing and stay the course and just see what the future presents to us. I want to thank everyone out there for giving me the opportunity to, I guess, take the hat off and let you see who's underneath here a little bit and tell a little bit about my life story. If you want to find out more, check us out on the web at thevaultms.com to read the whole line and details, or call us at 601-665-4027 and we'll be glad to answer any of your questions.